at the county assembly, then that is wrong on the face of it, because it was part of the case. They went for public participation, we were served with this document, and so we had to come and respond to it. However, if their argument is that it is not part of the 5 grounds that Honorable Siocha moved when he was seeking impeachment, before then he asked for public participation, then that's a different issue. But we pray that you please do not expand them merely because, or rather on the ground that it was not part of the case at the county assembly. It indeed was part of the case at the county assembly, and you will see it on the face of the documents. Now, you've then been asked to remove those documents because they are not relevant. I would like to submit to you, Honorable Senators and Mr. Speaker, sir, that the question of whether those are relevant or not belongs to you. It doesn't belong to the judgment of the assembly. It's not the assembly who says, we went for public participation. We enjoy the parts where they say, remove the deputy governor because he disrespects the wife of the governor, because he has taken a bribe. We don't want this, we want this. It is not for them to choose what should eventually come to you. It is for you to determine whether or not they are relevant. And so I insist that you retain that paragraph 48 to the last and determine at the end of your whole process whether they are relevant or not. And nobody should take away your if I were in court, I would say your jurisdiction to determine the relevance of that and to apply it in the question of whether or not you agree with the motion for impeachment. Now, my colleague was very specific. He says that, for instance, at paragraph 61, there is reference to the wife and to the governor, and that those people are not here to defend themselves. And we are saying that's not the correct position. We are not here to discuss, we are not here to determine the status, the fate, and the situation of the governor and his wife. We are here merely to defend ourselves. We received a notice from Benson telling us for these grounds, the governor should additionally be impeached. And we just come here to say, no, you shouldn't impeach us for that reason, because these are our reasons. And if it were to be then the case that in our defense we are saying that it is not the deputy governor who is responsible for the changes in the budget, for the non-use of the budget, and so on and so forth, if that is the case, that it is the governor, that's our defense. It is not intended to bring into issue the governor and his wife. It is only merely meant to persuade you that indeed that's not a ground upon which you should impeach the governor. We would therefore be asking you to determine the question of the place of the public participation in these proceedings, because that is actually a product of the public participation. And I would probably just want to mention one thing to you, that at page 41, in the public participation, if you look at page 41 of the, if you look at volume 1 of the Assembly's bundle, page 41, they have brought to you the product of the public participation, as they say. And this, what was said at Birongo Ward is something that appears in quite a number of other places where public participation occurred. Bullet number 2, it says this: the members also lamented that the deputy governor does not respect the county first lady, and therefore the MCA should be allowed to perform their duty of impeaching him. So that public participation that was initiated by county assembly in itself, in many places said, unless the deputy governor is prepared to go and kneel before the first lady, he should be impeached. And we are saying we are not under an obligation to have to kowtow to the wife of the governor. Now, there is, I would like also to invite you to page at page 36, there is another output of the public participation. This is, my apologies, volume 1, the governor's, the Assembly's bundle, volume 1, page 36. There are input from a place called Simba Ward. In that Simba Ward, it is said No members of public were at the venue when the secretariat arrived.